doing very well. Welcome back to my channel and to a bit of a decor video. I'm very excited about this one because it's in our living room. Now, quick disclaimer before we do get into it. I know I've said on the channel before, we're not really going to be doing any more decorating before we move. However, a project came up with Dulux and I was very excited to be a part of it because it just meant we could do a little transformation in the living room before Christmas, just to have a nice cozy one last Christmas in this flat before we leave. And to be honest, we absolutely love the living room the way it is. However, I was really impressed with the color selections that Dulux had, and we're actually probably going back to a color that we had when we first moved into the flat, which we did really love as well. So I'm going to talk you through the process, what we've got planned, and then we're going to get into it because we have a lot to do. So the color that we currently have on the walls is called Slice of Brioche by Valspar, and it's very nice. We do love it. We've had it on there for a year and it's lovely. It's a nice, like a neutral, slightly brown taupe. It's very nice. However, we think mainly because of the brown and the brown and the brown and the brown that maybe that wasn't the best color we could have gone for. So what we're going to be doing is emerald green, I think it's called by Dulux. I need to get the name, but we're going to do a whole green wall. Before we just had it on the chimney breast, it's like a feature chimney breast, which was lovely, but we're actually going to do the whole wall. And then obviously we recently changed this mirror and whitewashed this all because it was just marked and stained. And the white is lovely, it does bounce the light and it really does create, you know, like a really nice bright room. However, we're just going to take the white from just being the classic trade paint white that we use, it's cheap and cheerful, to a nice off-white, so it's slightly more neutral. It's called Egyptian cotton, which I just think will give the room a nice warm coziness instead of it being this like stark white contrast. So the colours that we're going for, they're not truly represented on camera opposed to in real life. It's not really a bright day to day. However, this is the colour that we're going for on these walls. So the white is going to go to this, which is Egyptian cotton. And then this colour on the wall, previously Slice of Brioche, is now going to be this wonderful green called Everglade Forest. These are some other samples that we tried, but we felt like those two work together beautifully. Okay, so the living room is officially empty. This is quite surreal. I feel like we didn't empty it this well last time, but I'm obviously painting the whole living room. So I guess the next time you're gonna see it this empty is when we move, which is kind of a bit weird. It's very echoey in here. I've literally stripped everything off of the walls, taken the shelf down. So what I'm gonna do now is just fill these holes and then we can get painting. This wall is very nearly painted. Again, it can look patchy and it's coming out quite grey on camera. In person, it's a lot more like oatmeal-y, like an oatmeal-y grey. This wall's completely done. All this took the longest because obviously cutting in around the windows. This time around, I'm not using frog tape. I'm just using my own artistry hands and it's going well. It's saving a lot of time. So basically just have this little patch over here left to do this wall, and then we can do the feature wall, which I'm very excited about. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 5:24 p.m.
Okay, I've just finished. Have I got paint on my nose? Yes, I do. I'm covered in paint. I've just finished painting. Gosh, I think I'm gonna have to swap arms. Oh, I think I started painting at 11 AM and it's just gone 5:25, so I've been painting for around 6.5 hours. It's done. it's done. I will show you it now and then I'll show you it in the daylight. This is the colour. If you've been actually subscribed to this channel since we moved into this flat, you'll know that this is kind of like the original colour that we first painted, and I'm so glad we've gone back to it, but been brave enough to do the whole wall. And as you can see now, it contrasts beautifully with the Egyptian cotton on this wall, so it's kind of like a more like stony white, and I just think the two colours work so well together, and it kind of mutes down the brown of the fireplace. I think it'll really bring out the nice natural tones of our furniture. So the living room's still not in great shape. I'm gonna have a bath, soak my muscles, because in the morning I need to build the TV unit and then style the living room, and then we're done. Morning, so it is day 2 of the living room refresh, and I'm so happy with how it's dried. You may be able to see a new piece of furniture behind us as well, so I thought I'd show you that too. So yeah, I thought this would be a perfect time to show you our new piece of furniture. So this is our new armchair. It's not new, it's secondhand. Basically, we obviously had our previous green armchair. It's like a green teal, and it's very nice. So Maggie's just demonstrating it. A nice little comfort test. Don't worry, we are going to give it a full clean. Nicely demonstrated, Maggie. Yeah, so obviously we had it was like a green teal armchair before, and it was lovely, but obviously it would have kind of not really worked with the green on the walls. So yeah, we got this on Facebook Marketplace actually for I think it was £140, which is, you know, a really good price. So we sold the previous armchair for the exact same price, so it didn't really cost anything, and I just think it looks really nice and fits in really well with the space. So yeah, that's where we're at this morning. So what I need to do now is actually build some furniture. So we got a new TV unit just because the one we had was quite wobbly and it just looked a bit just out of place in the room. So I went to IKEA and ordered a TV unit. It's fairly inexpensive. I'll leave a link down below, but I'm going to build that now. And then it's time to just put the room back together, which is my favorite bit. Do the style and do the decor, and I'll show you the end result. My little helper. Basically, the unit comes with these little feet, and I actually realized when I was in the store I preferred the look of the wooden legs, so I actually bought 2 packs of these wooden legs. So what I'm going to do is just build the unit as it naturally would, skip the step of putting these legs on, and then we'll add the legs at the end. Does that sound good, Maggie? Does that sound like a plan? Okay, so the TV unit is built and it's in. It had a lot of different options, hence why there's a lot of screws left. You can actually mount it on the wall if that would be your take, and however, we're not going to do that. It is quite dusty. I was just going to give it a clean, however, I need to pop the scaffolding board shelf back on the wall. So I'm going to do that now and then obviously dust it all down and bring the TV in. So happy with how that has came together. Before we had the wooden bench, which I actually DIY'd, and you could see like all of the cables underneath, which didn't really look that great, and the suitcase was there, but of course that was brown, so it's just a lot of brown. However, I think this is all tying together beautifully now. Obviously it does look really echoey and empty, and once we pop the soft furnishings in, like the cushions and that kind of thing, it'll really come together. But I just love this. We have the lights installed behind the TV. I get a lot of questions about these. They're from Amazon. I'll link them down below. But now we have this lovely hue on an evening. Obviously, it's not that bright today because we've got full daylight going on, but on an evening, it is gorgeous. I actually got this rug from IKEA and I actually thought it was going to look really nice in my bedroom, but I've just popped it in the living room just as an option. I think it looks quite nice. The contrast with the natural tones, obviously we do have a brown carpet, it wouldn't be our choice, but I think it actually ties quite nicely. I'm going to try the white that we had previously just so we've got an option of both. But I'm actually really quite enjoying that. I think it looks lovely. About to style this shelf. This shelf changes throughout the year depending on what season it is, what we've got going on. However, as it is autumn, I thought we'd style it for something that's quite autumnal. So this is a picture that I got in the car boot sale, and I just think with the browns and the golds it will go really nicely. So I'm going to base the shelf styling on this. Next up we have this vase that's just got some dried eucalyptus and some other dried flowers, and I just think that'd be really nice as well as like a nice autumnal touch. So I'm going to pop that next to the picture frame. I think to contrast with the rectangle shape, we're going to do a round mirror. I'll just give that a dust in a second. And then usually we have some books in the middle to fill out the shelf space. So that's what I'm going to do now. Finishing touches for the room are lighting. Now we love lighting, especially because we have such intense light from the windows. I have ordered some curtains, however they're coming from France. It sounds more bougie than it is. They're from La Redoute. They're really affordable. They're just like nice sheer voile curtains. However, they haven't arrived in time. But if they do arrive in the next couple of days, by the time I'm editing this, I will insert the footage. However, lighting is key in a room. It adds warmth, adds ambience, adds mood. So we've swapped out some of the lighting choices that we already had and made way for some new ones. The first piece of lighting we went for is this lever arm adjustable task floor lamp from Dunelm. So this was £49. However, we did sell the previous tripod lamp that we had for £25. So this is kind of like half price. So it's like a nice antique brass. And this is going to go in this corner of the reading nook just to add some nice warmth. And then this one is more of a traditional lamp. It's a style that we've never really gone for in our home, but I think it's something that we want to purchase more of. They're kind of like traditional lampshade. And then it's got this gorgeous stone, like almost like a, yeah, like a concrete, antique concrete on the bottom. So that was £40, but that is to replace the monkey lamp that we had, which we also sold for £25. So they're effectively both half price, if that makes sense. So we're not adding more, we're just replacing. And it's nice to know that that lighting's gone to a new home. And then I just picked up some bulbs to go in them. So we're gonna install these now and then pop them in their homes. I'm so happy with how it's turned out. So I thought I could do like a quick run through of everything that I've done and the changes that we've made. So obviously this corner is probably one of the biggest changes, to be fair. As I said, changed the armchair. This was a find on Facebook Marketplace. The lamp was from Dunelm and it's just such a nice cozy reading nook now. The colour on the wall obviously is Egyptian cotton, and then we've got Everglade forest, so the contrast is lovely. Restyled this with just some new additions of the bust that was from the hallway. So it just all comes together really nicely. It's just cozy. It's cozy and warm, which I really like. And obviously moving over to the fireplace, nothing really has changed, same mirror. I picked up these candles in Salcombe actually from a Scandinavian company, and apparently they have a really long burn time. And I just think with the gold it contrasts beautifully. Same styling on the floor bit as well, the hearth, is that called? I'm not sure. Yeah, it's still the same. This TV area has changed quite a lot too. I changed the shelf styling just to keep it a bit more minimal. And this picture frame is actually from a car boot sale that I featured recently. Books still the same, TV is still the same, however the unit has changed slightly. Hey Maggie, Maggie's just here. So the TV unit, as I say, is from IKEA. It's like a nice, more like smart design. It feels like a bit more substantial piece of furniture. I think it contrasts again nicely with the green. Bar cart is still the same. We've just kind of like tidied it up a bit more and just really like minimized the bottles. So we will get through this at some point. But yeah, we've got like the glass decanter and stuff. Again, really nice and minimal. And then everything else is pretty much the same here. New lamp. Hey Maggie. New lamp. This one's from Dunelm. Again, I said to Zara, it's all about making more like choices that will last longer. I felt like the lamp we had before was lovely. That's a bit more timeless and it contrasts beautifully with the stone. All ties together. Same sofa, same cushions. Mirror is from Cult Furniture, as are the cushions. The only thing that we are missing is curtains, and they're, like I said, they're coming from France, so they'll be here very soon. However, for the time being, it's absolutely fine. It's not winter just yet. And then dining chairs and table is exactly the same as it was before. This is Wayfair, and they're Cult Furniture, and I've just popped some more candles on there too. So that's everything. I really hope you've enjoyed this little mini makeover. It's quite a few changes, but it's had such a big difference, and I am loving the dark wall again. It's perfect in time for like that autumn winter cozy vibes, and this will have a Christmas tree in the corner in little to no time, which I'm fully here for. But yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, as always, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what your favorite part is down below, and I'll catch you all very soon in a future video. Bye for now.